Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do another quick pick a card here. We are going to be looking into what your next spell should be. So please subscribe, back, and comment. If you'd like to book anything, please check the description, as well as where you can donate towards the channel if you feel guided. I appreciate you. So for pole 1, you are Ritual. For pole 2, you are Hallows Eve. And pole 3, you are Altar. Okay, so pick whichever card is calling to you. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, pole 1, you are Ritual here. Okay, so we are going to look into what your next spell is. You also picked crystals and herbs as well. So we are going to get into what your next spell should be. I am just going to pick very quickly one extra card here, okay? But I feel as though, just intuitively right now, your next spell needs to be focused on bringing your energy and your power back to balance. And I feel as though there is a few different ways that you can do this. I see a focus spell, or something that is really going to ground you here. Okay, others, you are really in a time of really learning right now, and I actually feel your hands are significant, which tells me that you're in a time of like doing, okay, but from a place of balance. So I feel your next spell or your spiritual work should be centered around your own personal growth and learning. And I feel like maybe even incorporating crystals and herbs is really going to help you, or it's really going to bond you to the earth. Because notice how with the Ritual card as well, she's very grounded in the earth here. Okay, she's spending time in a circle. Okay, so some of you, this is something that you can do as well. Again, it says here, linked by the very blood that you spill into your craft, a ritual of dedication to self, and those whose gazes hold fire, but whispers carry you softly through the unknown. So this is about you just getting grounded with yourself and your practice here. That is what your next spell should be around. It should be around some form of learning, or some form of maybe even ancestral work. Again, I feel as though there are a few different avenues this next spiritual work or spell could go for you. You could do it with your ancestors. I do see maybe with a deity here, or deities. There is someone maybe that is really watching over you right now that wants to help you with this. I do see pineapples as significant as well. Again, I feel like it's really a time of renewal for you, a time of just grounding back into your energy, coming of winter. It comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. So this is really going to help you, especially as we move towards winter here. You may become a lot more grateful that you learned this, okay? Because I actually feel things are going to start increasing for you, or there is some form of your life that you want to see results in. And I feel like I'm seeing towards this winter energy. This could be winter solstice as well, as significant, the closing of different seasons. Take what resonates here. But I see around winter you are going to be very like into your practice, into your spell work. So you'll be in a place by winter, from now till winter, or whenever you see this, it will be a time for you to really begin some kind of spiritual work, whether it's maybe attracting clients, or it's really needing to use these kind of tools. The more energy that you put in now, the more that you're going to receive around winter. And it gives me that energy, you know how like once summer closes, farmers and like even witches themselves, they make note of all like the crops that they had. Fairies could be significant for you. You could have Celtic roots here as well. You are a natural kitchen witch as well. Again, it's almost like when seasons come to a close, they have to make sure that they have enough food for the winter season, because again, the plants and herbs, they don't necessarily grow in winter. as much as they could, right? So they have to make sure that they have enough. So this could even be you right now learning to plant seeds. Again, go and learn about herbs. Go and learn about the seasons here. Okay, and I actually feel you may even connect with someone who likes to cook here. This could be you like getting into cooking as well, because this is all going to nourish your crops here is what I'm seeing. Okay, what is your next spell? The more that you learn, the more that you grow. I do feel like the significance of black for you is important. You are going to be learning protection as well. So maybe this is protection around crystals, around herbs, how to really ground yourself in times of uncertainty as well. Give me a few cards here for pile 1. What is their next spell here? Give me the details. What should they focus their spiritual work and intention on? Growing the garden, absolutely. What is that? That is the King of Pentacles in reverse. You see, I almost just feel like it's a time to learn about money right now, about the earth. It's a time for you to just be soaking up information. Something right now in your life is not working for you, or you could be having trouble, I'm hearing sleeping, having trouble concentrating here. And just this extra spiritual work and knowledge, you'll be able to balance out your mind. You'll be able to improve your finances here. I do feel like Hades may be coming through as well. I know Hades is very into like the energy of like plants and how they grow. He is very knowledgeable around that. So this could be a deity that also wants to connect with you, do your research, of course. But yeah, there is something about you just going back to your roots here. Go back to the beginning. You may need to brush up on like protection spells or basic energy, like basic spells. And I know that's not what everyone wants to do, right? Because when you start spirituality or you start any kind of witchcraft, it's very easy to get lost in building this foundation and continuing to grow. But sometimes it's the simple things that help us. It is the simple tools. It's going into the garden and grabbing these herbs. You are going to really be on the lookout around you when it comes to the earth. Okay, this could even be a great time for you to go out. Okay, go out, go and see what you can spot. Maybe go and grab things for your altar space here. But it's a time of just replenishing. Like if there was any other time to be a witch, it is now, is what I'm hearing. Okay, again, it's going to build your spiritual foundation up stronger. It's going to leave you with a great harvest. And again, this is Halloween energy, right? This is giving me towards Halloween, right? You know how everyone puts their decorations up, or it's a time of harvest around Halloween. Something, if you take the time or put the energy in now to work on learning these tools, to even growing your money here, you will have an establishment of finances. You will have something that is together and grounded. I even see here they are saying, go and appreciate the trees here. But your next spell isn't about necessarily the spell itself. It is about all the tools that you are going to need and use, okay? Because a witch that knows her tools, some of you could be a magician as well. A magician that knows his tools is very fucking powerful. And a lot of people don't like to do the spiritual work, or sometimes there are a lot of people that want to go straight for the jugular. But I don't know, for your pile, I'm hearing the more you fucking know. So I'm going to leave you with this. I do feel like the earth is very prominent for you as well, the water element as well. So we have the Knight of Cups. This came out in reverse. Things aren't flowing for you right now, or you're feeling stuck with your spell work because of this lack of prioritization. You could be really focused on love spells right now, or trying to manifest someone back as well. I hate to say, but the first thing I was hearing was you're focused on a love situation or someone here you're trying to manifest back. But I don't know if that is the best place to put your intention, to be honest. I have to be honest, something here needs to slow down because you may even get lost in illusion here. And again, I feel like it's this energy of like connecting with yourself. Go and do the spiritual healing work first. And again, this may not be what you want to hear around this next spell, but it is going to help you later down the line. And you may feel a bit disconnected from your spell or your craft right now, but I feel like it is supposed to be that way. Five of Swords, you're feeling a bit conflicted here around, you know, just trying to get a clear channel on things or where you should put your energy and intention. This may be also focusing on numerous things as well, is what I'm hearing. I do sense a bit of Seven of Cups energy here as well, a little bit. Or there has been distractions around people. People have really been sending you the negative energy or sending you the evil eye here, okay? You feel as though there is someone here messing with you, or they keep coming through your dreams. But I feel like this is a sign to get out of your own head and go and start pulling these things like protection. What can you add to your space that can protect your space right now? No matter how open you are as a witch or how closed off you are, or a warlock, go and see what you can pull right now. You know, what herbs are protective? Rosemary, right? Mint for concentration. Some of the things I feel like right now are all around you, actually, is what they're saying. Okay, pile 1, I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Okay, pile 2, you are All Hallows Eve. You also pulled Rooted here. I am going to pull some more for you as well. So I feel as though, firstly, just intuitively, your next spell is around boundaries. It is about, I don't know why, but I'm hearing your mark on the world, right? I feel like right now you're trying to establish something in your life, whether it be better boundaries with people, because I do sense there has been some difficulty around people around you, people messing with your energy. For others, you're really just trying to focus on, you know, growing and whether it be your practice or trying to manifest something outside of yourself. But I feel like there is a bit of difficulty around speaking your truth, okay, or speaking up for yourself. But I also feel I am seeing almost like this portal, and it's like you are really struggling to shift through this portal. And I feel as though you have been a bit unrooted or ungrounded here. You have maybe felt as though things aren't really working out for you. I am having a vision of a butterfly here, kind of like half butterfly, half moth. So this tells me you're struggling with your rebirth again. Yeah, you're struggling with your transformation, sorry. And again, I almost just feel like your mind does not feel connected. It does not feel grounded at this time. So with rebirth, I feel like you are really shedding something that is no longer serving you. And I feel like your next spell should be around letting go, or it should be around releasing something. Now, you are going to see this a little bit later, this video. And this video is timeless, so whenever you see this, there is a full moon tomorrow. So wherever the next full moon is when you are seeing this, it is the time to really use that full moon to release here, okay? Because I feel as though there has been a bit of energy like casted through your family here, or maybe you're really struggling with speaking your emotions, because I feel like there are flies in the mouth here, and I keep throughout my videos seeing this vision of the flies through the mouth, and it tells me that someone here is not okay with how they are feeling. You are suppressing some kind of emotion, and I feel as though there are friendships, relationships, family connections that are ending here, and you are forging your own path, and it is scary. It is scary for you to do so. But your next spell, your next spiritual focus, find some clearer energy, right? It's going to allow you to just feel so much clearer and so much better. It almost reminds me, like, you know, when there's a storm, right? And like everyone panics because, hey, there could be a tornado. Where I live, there's not really tornadoes, but we get the occasional rainstorm. And it's been raining in my environment today, actually. But you know when a storm comes and everyone panics and it's kind of like, okay, well, what do we do here? Where do we go from here? And I almost just see once this storm passes, you're going to feel clear. It's just going to feel like, okay, damn, like I got through it. The scary part's over. So I feel as though there is a new leap of faith here. Your roots are being lifted from the ground because they're not serving you. So if you are feeling like shit's not working out within your practice, that is a good thing, because you're not supposed to be where you are at right now, okay? Something needs to change here. So what is the energy around this next spell? It needs to be something to do with fire, okay? So this could be a candle, but I do see burning something or letting out your emotions here. You know what you should do is maybe even light some kind of candle here, or some kind of fire. You could even do this in a fireplace, I'm seeing. But almost the way that they are standing and watching this bonfire, I want you to speak all the emotions as this flame is like burning your candle, right? Or as you are kind of watching your letter burn, as you're watching the fire, allow all your emotions to come out. And I almost feel like if there is some deep inner rage that you have, it would be a great time to do this. Now, if you can't do anything around fire, maybe due to your environment, then I do see you could even go somewhere, you know, obviously be safe, but go somewhere like a hill or a park and just scream. You know, if you can go to a beach, I don't know, let it out though. Scream, let it out. Write down your emotions, bury it in the soil, you know, just allow it to release from you. Because with the Ten of Pentacles, this kind of scarcity, or this land of living in a place or in a home that just drains you more than it grows you, is no longer working out for you. This could also be a failed business or failed projects, things that you have felt, but it comes from your emotion and your voice. Honestly, it comes from this feeling of like, oh well, this didn't work out, I'm a failure. Whatever has been causing that kind of energy, your next spell work or your next intention should be around this, okay? And you need to release. I'm hearing don't be guarded with this, okay? Let it all out. You see a kite. What is this? The Knight of Swords. I feel like you've really been keeping in a lot of this emotion. This could be around inner child, around family. I feel like it's just so much that is pent up within you. And it's almost like it's giving like lone wolf, I am alone, right? No one understands, or people keep picking on the leader of the pack, but they don't know what the leader of the pack's been through. And you need to release that, because you now have new relationships to create. You can no longer keep living this life of being the victim, or, you know, really allowing yourself to just feel less than. You can no longer just be looking and not experiencing. It is time to experience these relationships. It's time to meet new people. It's time to make your story worth something. Because I feel like you've been waiting, and almost it's like every single time you think it's going to be your turn, it is not. And that energy, or that kind of, you know, spirit of people letting you down is not okay. But you are going to make it through. This could be parental wounds as well, mother wounds. Okay, definitely around your inner child. Like your inner child used to love expressing themselves, and you no longer get to do this. So this is what your next spell should be centered around, okay? Releasing that burden of inner child. Let yourself thrive. Let yourself finally experience good things. Five of Wands. It's time to take yourself out of the conflict here. We have the Ten of Swords. There is going to be a new beginning for you, okay? Trust that things are working out. I do see a bit of Maleficent energy as well. This could be a sign. Maybe you need to go and watch Maleficent, see what spiritual messages come through. I love and appreciate you, pile 2. I'll see you in the next one. Pile 3, you are Altar. Okay, so we are going to see what comes out for you, what your next spell or spiritual work should be focused around. You also pulled Elders here, okay? So just intuitively, I am going to pull some more cards. I do feel as though your spiritual work should be centered around connecting with your altar, or connecting with ancestors here, okay? A main spirit guide. I feel as though there is connectivity issues here. I'm seeing like a light flickering. I don't know if you have like a lamp on your altar, okay, but there are like little mini lamps on here as well now that I'm noticing. It's like there is a bit of like trouble. You know what I'm seeing? Halloween Town. I'm seeing Halloween Town here, okay? And you know when they have to use that kind of staff, is it? I don't know what it's called, but they have to put that light in the pumpkin. Okay, if you've watched Halloween Town, if you haven't, go and watch it. Go and see the spiritual messages. But you are an ascendant of an ancestor here, okay? And your spiritual work is very linked with one another. There is growth here around generational wounds. And I feel as though I actually feel like a spiritual exchange. They can help you right now and you can help them as well. I am seeing bats around your crown right now, so I feel like it's a time of really releasing any fears, maybe around connectivity as well. We have Cauldron here. You see, it's about two people really coming together, putting their skill set together, because I feel like once you have this connection, you have like a very powerful spiritual protection wards, okay, or you could do already, but you have like I don't know why, but I'm seeing like someone who can ward off energy very well. Okay, so you may even end up helping people ward off their own energy, so you can end up like being a practitioner if you're not already for other people. And I actually see like people coming towards you, but it's not like I don't see like how do I explain this? I don't see like a bunch of clients necessarily. I feel you're going to build up in the future, if you haven't already, this kind of clientele with like people around you. Like, you know how like in some people, they will have like that ancestor of the family that is into all the weird witchy stuff, okay, or someone that just has a lot of wisdom, ancient knowledge. This is going to be you. And I see like, you know, like even on your street, like you can have that weird witchy neighbor that no one really knows too much about, but they all trust and they all go to her. You're like that. I am hearing, okay, you have to forgive me because I don't speak Spanish or Mexican or whatever, right? But I am hearing like abuela as well, okay, grandmother. So there is something here around again, King of Swords. Once you get this together, you are going to be that kind of person, that kind of old soul that people trust. And I see it is more like people and small communities coming together. You'll be very known in your neighborhood, your environment. Like people are going to trust you. And I feel like right now your next spiritual work needs to be around developing this or finding some kind of connectivity through this. And again, this is about being serious now with your spiritual practice. You may be called upon some generational stuff that is a bit more serious. Like, I don't know why, but I'm hearing it's not all fun and games, right? Like, don't get me wrong, spell work and witchcraft can be fun, but like the energy that you're entering is a bit more serious now. It's going to require a more mature mindset because you're going to start attracting these new people. And I feel like you could even come out with a product here as well. It doesn't have to be witchcraft related, but you know, magic is in everything. So I feel like you could make something. You could be in boardrooms, even if you work a more serious job and spells are just something you do on the side, honey. You can manifest being in like these big rooms with investors. Okay, there is something here around really getting your focus together. And if you've been struggling with your mind recently, okay, or your crown here, I do feel like this will also help. It is in your nature to really cover your head, or there is something sacred again around the way that you can ward things off. I do see the spider in my vision as well. So creativity, what is this? You see the death card. Something here is coming to an end, okay? So your next spell should be around really getting out your own way. Firstly, get out your own way, Go and do some learning. Go and connect with either an ancestor or your altar a bit more. Secondly, I feel as though, I don't know why, but I'm hearing someone's going to leave their job soon as well, or you're thinking about it. And a lot of your next spell as well will be around death or resurrection, okay? So you could also work or do well with working through a death deity, maybe Hecate here as well, okay? Hecate, someone like who understands both the heaven and the underworld. You are going to have like spiritual leaders and teachers teaching you this, okay, next in your practice. But your next spell is going to be around growth. It is going to be around really removing subconscious wounds, is what I'm seeing in my vision. I see them being pulled out literally by a thread. The Knight of Swords. Something has been a bit rushed for you, or has been a bit imbalanced around your voice as well, around your flight. And that is because you need to mourn something of your past, okay? So your next spell needs to do with like cutting something out. This could be someone as well, cutting someone off, leaving something. The ending is here though, is what I'm hearing. What is this next spell? Eight of Pentacles, yeah. This is going to be to do around your career, but I feel as though you need to do some kind of one-on-one personal development here, around your spell work and your practice, around your business as well. You are trying to grow something. It doesn't matter what it is, because I feel like there is multiple things here, but this is around you growing now. It's about personal development. So if you've been holding on to these old wounds that stop you from making big moves, okay, if you are someone that does not know how to be fearless, this is something that your next spell should involve, okay? Or your next spiritual work. It should be around maybe self-concept. We have the King of Pentacles here, around seeing yourself as more abundant, being a bit more serious with your money here. But whatever it is, you are going to end the old wound, the old pattern here, okay? And you are going to bring something new in. And again, this could even be doing like a spiritual tea as well to help you. I see coffee beans here. This could be brewing something. What are those called? Those little boils. There is a name. Why can't I think of it? I don't know why, but I'm hearing, okay, this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but somebody here likes seafood boil, okay, because that is what I'm seeing. But just in general, like go and do like a pot stove, okay, with a bunch of new stuff. I see like oranges, I see star anise, right? I see all these things, cloves, cinnamon. I just see like you're going to bring something to a boil, right? Bringing something to a boil here, because it will help you release. And I actually see, like, you know, when people are cooking like a rice and you get all that nasty stuff on the top that you need to like sieve out. I don't know why, but I'm seeing chicken broth. Someone here likes to cook, okay? So this could be you. This could be significant to really growing money here as well. Learning how to cook in the kitchen will help you cook financially as well. Okay, I am seeing a money jar as well around your next spell. There are so many different things, but either way, it's about the creation of what you're making, okay? It is about releasing the old and bringing the new in. I hope that was helpful, pile 3. I will see you in the next one.